Okay, so welcome into the space. We are going to be chatting about conscious content as well as Akashic Records ceremonies and just ceremony in general. So, we are going to dive into this topic and just really explain to you about conscious content and, as a spiritual business owner, why you probably don't resonate with the typical way of creating content and why you probably want a unique new way to create content that aligns to your spiritual values and is a little bit more exciting. So, first of all, what is conscious content? So, conscious content is content that's created consciously. Content that is created consciously means that you have created this content in a ceremony or through the perspective of the Akashic Records. Traditionally speaking, you're probably just opening up your laptop, opening up Google Docs and writing, or opening up Canva and creating a carousel, or you're scrolling Instagram Reels, finding a trending audio, and just whipping up a reel right then and there. Now, conscious content is way different. You are actually sitting there and you are creating a ceremony first before you create the content. So that might look like lighting some incense and having cacao, setting intentions, dropping into a meditation. If you read the Akashic Records, of course, you drop into the Akashic Records to be able to channel your content. Best way to create content, by the way. Definitely utilizing the spiritual guidance because the Akashic Records know better than you do as to what your soulmate clients need to actually receive from the content. So you don't have to use your mind and your ego to be able to figure those things out. So when you create content from a conscious perspective, what's the difference than just, opening up your Google Docs and just going for it? So creating conscious content means that your content vibrates at a higher frequency. This is because you're actually creating it in a portal or in a ceremony. If you're just sitting there, maybe you didn't even clear your energy beforehand and you're just putting just random energy, heavy energy maybe that you carried from the day into your content. However, if you're creating your content in ceremony, you've already cleansed the space, you have the energy cleared, and you're vibrating at a higher frequency, which means your content vibrates at a higher frequency. Now, that is going to make an impact on social media. That's going to mean that your posts stand out. That's going to mean that your content is vibrating at a very specific frequency that can then match and meet your soulmate clients. Instead of your content just being posted and the people who follow you see it, or if it's a reel, maybe, it hops on the explore page and a couple of people see it that are new, but they're not necessarily converting into clients. You won't have that problem when you actually create conscious converting content. That's because this is able to actually reach your soulmate clients. So you are broadcasting your frequency through your content so that you're actually attracting more clients through your content. You don't have to sit and do endless hours of manifestation methods or techniques or scripting to bring your clients in. Your content will speak for itself because you've created it firstly from a higher frequency, and secondly, everything in your content is likely going to be channeled or operating at a higher frequency, so your audience is going to feel your content. It doesn't become this tedious logical task. It becomes an exciting, enjoyable spiritual experience. And I know most spiritual business owners, to create content, it can be draining. Showing up on social media can be really challenging, especially if you are very sensitive, especially if you're an energy healer. So being able to create content in a spiritually aligned way is going to make the content creation process more enjoyable for you, and it's also going to raise your frequency, thus resulting in increased client attraction and making more income and sales. The first time that I started to do this was when I started to promote the Akashic Record certification way back in 2023. So I would create these ceremonies, create the websites, create the content, and what that would do is I was able to have such a successful launch. I believe that first launch was somewhere between 30 and 40K, which was my biggest launch for a program yet, and I think the program was under $1,000. So a lot of people ended up joining into that. And I know that that happened because I was able to reach my soulmate clients through the frequency of my content. I wasn't just sitting and creating content, answering questions, solving a problem. I was tuning in, for me, to the Akashic Records, channeling the content from the records that my clients actually needed to hear, not what I think my clients need to hear, but what spiritual guidance already knows that my clients need to hear. What that means is that my content wasn't just supportive, wasn't just relatable, wasn't just educational or inspiring. It was also building an emotional and a spiritual connection with my clients. They can feel that you're speaking to them if you are speaking through a higher source or through a higher power. What this is going to then do is it's going to create more conversions in your business because people really feel the heart and soul behind your content. There's so much content right now that is, mostly based in AI or just somebody sitting down at their computer getting ready to go, got to create the content for my coaching business this week. That's not the energy you want to bring into your spiritual business. You want to light the incense, sit in meditation, pray over your content, connect to spiritual guidance if you're a records reader, or you want to create your content even more refined, learning how to read the Akashic records and then using that to create your content. Incredible way to use it, is the best way for you to ever market and create your content in your spiritual business. I can tell you right now that made the difference between me having the 10K in under months and 10K in over months. The frequency behind your content genuinely matters because once people feel the energetic alignment, when people feel the heart and soul behind it, they can feel that you're spiritually tuned in. They can feel just from clicking on a piece of your content a raise in vibration. They're going to immediately know that your actual one-on-one services or product or group program is going to be able to support them. I've had people before who are like, yeah, just tuning into your live videos or watching your reels, they raise my frequency so much. Like I look forward to reading your emails every day because I know that that's going to raise my frequency. And when people say that, you only know, and they only know that when they're inside of my group programs or when they're inside of my courses, you're getting like times 100 of what I can even broadcast on a social media platform. Of course, when we're behind the scenes on like a Zoom recording or in my courses or in a live Zoom call together, the frequency is even dramatically higher because I can broadcast way higher than on something like Instagram. So that being said, if you're curious to learn more about conscious content creation, this is a massive module in my spiritual business program. There's one other thing that wanted to come through before we chat about Spiritual Business Academy. Let me just see what wants to come through. There's just a big weight there, so let me just tap into the records. So it's very interesting. As I went to go share about SBA, there's a really clear message that said wait, and then a really clear message to share 2 really important updates or things about Spiritual Business Academy. So one thing is that on February 28th, I am raising the price for Spiritual Business Academy because, oh my gosh, the amount of content that is in this program is so much. And so we're raising the prices up to $2,000 at the end of February. It's only currently 1111 and there's payment plans available. So make sure you sign up before then. The second thing is that, let's see what the other thing is because the records are like, there's 2 really important things to share. So, okay, there we go. I was like, there's something else about content in spiritual business that really wanted to come through. So, just recently, I had opened up a couple of spaces for my 4-week mentorship for spiritual business owners who want to make big quantum leaps in their business in a rapid way. This is an incredible opportunity for you if you're looking to have rapid enhanced growth. I've done so many 4-week quantum leap challenges on myself and watched my entire life just dramatically change, especially when I've actually followed everything that the records has guided me to do and put in the time and energy to do the quantum healing side of things. So what I've decided to put together for you is a 4-week mentorship. What this is going to look like is we're going to have 2 bi-weekly breakthrough calls. These are 2 90-minute live Akashic records and quantum healing calls. So we'll dive into the Akashic records to get clarity, insight, wisdom in your game plan, your step-by-step action plan, as well as insight to anything that you want to know right now, whether it's business, life, purpose, money, spiritual growth, etc., as well as the quantum healing side of things. So we're going to clear the past lives, the subconscious programs, everything that is blocking you from achieving your goals, attracting the clients, receiving higher visibility, meeting your desired income, whether it's 5, 10K, 20K, 50K, whatever that desired income is, we will clear all the blocks to you reaching that. On the off weeks, we're going to have pre-recorded calls. So these will be about 75-minute pre-recorded, mixed, once again, quantum healing and Akashic Records calls, pre-recorded calls. What this will be is you'll send your questions and your topics in advance. I'll pre-record them and I'll send it over to you. You'll also get 1 day in Telegram with me per week. We can send voice messages back and forth. This will be for coaching and mentorship, any updates that you might have, be able to work through things. And what I've just decided to do is I'm going to add in a content day on top of this 4-week mentorship. So what that's going to look like is we're also going to have a bonus day together where we plan out a week of your content where we channel it directly from the Akashic Records. So these are 7 posts that we're going to create for your business. I'm going to be channeling them for you. We'll get on a call together or send some voice messages back and forth just to chat about, the specific offer that you want to create this content for. We'll get some topics and then I'll channel the content for you and then build it out for you through the Akashic Records. So that being said, if you want to inquire about this 4-week mentorship, please send me a direct message. I only have 2 spaces left. There's 1 spot for a scholarship pricing for somebody who might need the service at a discounted price if you're willing to offer testimonials from each call, including the pre-recorded and the content week, as well as one at the end of the 4-week journey together, as well as 1 space together for the normal pricing. And if you are already in mentorship with me, whether you're in with me for 3 months or 5 months, you can also use this as an extension. So you can add on an additional month of mentorship with me onto, whatever time our mentorship period ends, whether it's April, May, or June, for this discounted price. So if this is for you, send me a direct message. I don't know if I'll be offering 4-week mentorship after this, these spots get taken, just because normally it's a 3-month or a 5-month opportunity. But for now, we have these spaces open. So send me a direct message, and I am so excited to be able to support you. And if you are just looking for content creation for your spiritual business, I do offer content weeks and content months. You can learn more about that at the top of my page. There's a link there to a website that explains to you, the different tiers and options for me to channel the Akashic Records content for you, for me to create it for you, whether on a weekly or a monthly basis. I love that service. I love being able to just channel people's content. It used to be called 30 Days of Content. So if you've taken 30 Days of Content with me last year, it is essentially 30 Days of Content, but rebranded and with some additional attributes to it. So that's there. The last thing that I want to share is breakthrough sessions. So whether or not you want to join in for the 4-week mentorship or inquire about 3 to 5 month mentorship, I also do offer 90-minute one-off breakthrough sessions. Sometimes I open up spots for 45-minute ones, and I think that will open up 1 or 2 for February. And as mentioned before, this is a mixture of Akashic Records and quantum healing. So we're going to answer all the questions that you have inside of about 45 to 50 minutes of the Akashic Records, and then work on 1 to 2 major topics in quantum healing. What this is going to do is it's going to provide you rapid transformational growth that's going to bring you into the next level of your life by getting a game plan through the Akashic Records, answering any questions you have, giving you that clarity, giving you that insight, and then clearing through rapidly all of the blocks that you're facing. You'll end up creating so much quantum availability that you'll finally have the energy and space in your field to finally make your dreams come true, finally live the life that you've been desiring, and live your highest potential. So if you want to inquire about 90-minute or the 45-minute sessions, send me a direct message. They also come in packages of 3, 6, and 9, both for 45-minute and 90-minute. So I'm sending so much love. And once again, Content Week information and Spiritual Business Academy information and Akashic Record certification at the top of my page, as well as your destined offer for 4-week mentorship packages, breakthrough sessions. Send me a direct message and we will be able to get you all signed up for that, and I can answer your questions. And once again, for the 4-week mentorship, there's 1 scholarship price and 1 full price. Please only apply for the scholarship one if you actually need it. And yeah, I feel like that's it. The only last thing that I want to share is if you are looking to clear or heal the witch wound, so activate your spiritual gifts, release judgment, heal the sisterhood wound, and retrieve the lost parts of yourself, as well as activate your soul's gifts, I do have a witch wound bundle. It's only 111, and it contains 4 quantum healings to help you heal the witch wound. So you can contact me for that. I might put that link in my bio soon because I just love that bundle so much. It is so powerful. It was actually filmed in Edinburgh in Scotland, so literally where everything happened. I'm sending you so much love, and if you know somebody that could be supported by any of my services, make sure you send them my way so that I'm able to support them and be able to help you as well. I do have a referral program, so make sure to contact me if that's something that you're interested in. I'm sending so much love, and I can't wait to help you with your business.